CBS presents this program in color.
From Television City in Hollywood,
The Red Skelton Hour.
Hey there, Tiger, pull up a chair for the wildest Joes in town.
It would really be tough to bear if you had to turn us down. You'll go ape for the songs we'll be picking, 'cause they'll jump like an old kangaroo. Stay and watch us unless you are chicken, and you'll see we're not lying to you. Our guest star, Nipsey Russell. David Rose and his orchestra. The Alan Copeland Singers. The Tom Henderson Dancers. And here he is, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I feel good tonight. You know what I did last week? I went down to the ocean, and I went right in that cold water. I never did find out who pushed me. And did I get sunburned? I was so sunburned that a lobster came up to me and he said, "Sam, where you been?" And you know, when you get sunburned, you know how you feel? Well, there was a little kid came up to me and he was crying. And I said, "What's wrong?" He said, "Look at my skin, look at my skin." He said, "Here, I'm 4 years old already, I'm wearing out." And another little kid came up and he was crying. He said, "I dropped my lollipop in the sand. I brought my lollipop in the sand." I said, "Well, what do you need? An all-day sucker?" He says, "No, you do." But this wonderful weather down here, really, you get the spring feeling, you know. I said to my wife this morning, Little Red, I says, "You know, I feel like I got a tiger in my tank." She says, "Why don't you try bicarbonate?" But I like to go down to the beach, down to Santa Monica there. It's a big place, Santa Monica, when the tide goes out. You walk down there, and there's those voluptuous, gorgeous girls down there. Oh, hundreds of them. It's like a welcome wagon for Mickey Rooney. But I can't believe those bathing suits. My wife said, I says to her, look, she says, "Now I've seen everything." I said, "Well, they couldn't." There was one girl wearing a Declaration of Independence bikini. All the truth for self-evident. They're not exactly bathing suits they wear. What they do, they take a handkerchief and say a prayer. And the bathing suits are so skimpy. The chief of police down there arrested the girl. He didn't want to, but it was his turn. But, you know, you get embarrassed sometimes going down the beach, you know, or, you know, the way you're built sometimes. But my physique, I've got a physique. You know, you look at a physique, you can tell right away who the guy is. Like Tarzan, see? Or right away, you think of Johnny Weissmuller. One girl down there thought I was a relative. I took off my coat, and she says, "Oh, brother." But, you know, I got muscles, boy. Look, I got muscles like potatoes. Mashed, of course. You know what's fun down there is on the beach is to watch those weightlifters, you know. They stand like this. You don't know whether they're flexing their muscles or they're testing their deodorant, you know. And, you know, before I was married, I used to go down to the beach with a girl, and I'd bury her in the sand. Then I'd dig her up, and then we'd bury her in the sand. And I'd dig her up, and we'd bury her in the sand. And then we'd... Oh, well, it's too late now. And, you know, some of the girls down there can be a shock. There was one girl, I was standing there watching her, and she came down there, and she took off her wig, and she put it in the beach bag, see? Then she took off her eyelashes, she put them in the beach bag. Then she popped out her contact lenses. She put those in the beach bag. Finally, she took her upper and lower plate and put those in the beach bag. She says, how do I look? I said, I'll look in the bag and see. Then my good friend, old Willie Dahl, our stage manager, he took me down to the beach there to see some of his girlfriends he knows. And you know what Kipling said? A woman is a rag, a bone, and a hank of hair. Willie Dahl is our junk dealer. He introduced me to one girl who was like a bird vibrating. She's an old crow with a shake. He says, I'm joining the YWCA. He says, I love the outdoor life. I says, the YWCA's for girls. He says, that's another reason. But his girl, you ought to see her. I won't say she's fat, but she sat on the sofa, and we've been using it ever since for a hammock. But I'm kidding. She's really a lovely girl. Got a big Adam's apple. That's not too bad. The stem shows. Oh, but her lower lip covers it. You don't notice. I'm kidding. Coming back, though, we had a little trouble with the car, and so I says to Willie, he says, yeah? He'd been smoking bananas, see? I said, get the wrench out of the back seat. He says, you're speaking of the girl I love. I said, wrench, not winch. He says, the what? I says, it's a thing with a big head. It's got an adjustable jaws and a terrific grip. He says, you're speaking of the girl. Hey, two seagulls, Gertrude and Heathcliff. They're flying. He says, my, spring is here. Look how crowded the beach is. He says, it certainly is crowded. I'll tell you, it takes all the sport out of it. Hey, now when we're talking about the beach, I'd like to do a little short pantomime now of a fella taking his dog for a walk down on the beach. Fella taking his dog for a walk. Sorry about that, Twiggy.
Tonight, Red Skelton as George Appleby and Nipsey Russell as Officer Ralston in The Nag and I.
Mrs. Appleby, we did you a big favor hiring your husband as a page boy, but he hasn't shown up. Now, where is he?
Well, they're probably giving him a going-away party at the unemployment office.
If he's not here in 2 minutes, I'll remove him from the payroll.
If he's not here in 2 minutes, I'll remove him from this world. Why I ever married...
What'd you do that for, lady? That one's on you, sweetie pie. Would you stand on my feet for me? Thank you.
This is my turn. I'll enjoy breaking this new man in.
Oh?
Paige, stand at attention.
I am at attention. It's this uniform that's at ease.
Paige, look at that uniform.
You haven't got all your buttons.
If I did have, I'd still be single.
Appleby, remember, when you work here at CBS, you should look like CBS.
Oh, well, then I'll walk around all day with one eye open.
Appleby, there's a big opportunity for you here.
There
Why,
is?
I heard about one boy who started in the mailroom, and now he's a vice president.
He probably read the right mail.
Oh, I've got to go to market. What would you like for dinner?
Anything but your cooking. Let's eat out.
What did you say?
I says, you're mighty good looking. Well, let's have trout.
Oh. Oh, well, kiss me goodbye. I'm all puckered up.
Huh?
I'm puckered up.
You better lay off of that alum.
George! Why, that's wonderful. Where did you learn to kiss like that?
I used to play a tuba.
Oh, that's the first group for the studio tour. Now cheer them up, will you? Yes, they just came from Pasadena.
Oh, these people are from Pasadena, huh? Is this what the live ones look like? Boy, it looks like a fashion parade from Petticoat Junction, don't it?
A little more respect, Appleby. These people happen to be the country's grassroots.
Really? Looks like the snails got to them.
Remember, Appleby, be tactful.
Tactful.
And
Yeah, wise guy. Now pull your socks up. Sir, watch it. Don't touch that dress, brother. That belonged to Milton Berle. That's the one he wore.
On what program?
No program. That's his street clothes.
Milton Berle. He's much funnier than that goofy redhead.
You mean Lucille Ball?
No, the one that goes doo-dee-doo.
Well, another crack like that, and I'll let the air out of your commercials.
I like Gunsmoke.
Anything I can do to help?
Well, yes. Is there anything in this wardrobe department that Jim Arness wears?
Yes, right here. We have his pants hanging on the wall.
He's awful bow-legged.
Yes, he is. He lays on the bed, and these kids grab each foot and say, "Let's make a wish."
How does he get on a horse?
He don't. He just stands there, and they slide it under.
Hey, what's this?
Oh, I don't know. Looks like somebody on the Sunset got a haircut. No. Now, this was worn in that great dramatic show that they did here at CBS. Here at Kabish, they did that. Kabish, that's CBS. Well, you have to wait that long for him. It wasn't much worth it. Now, I'll show you the great dramatic scene they did. Hello, Dad. I'm your teenager home from college. Are you my son or my daughter? I don't know. I flunked out before I got to biology.
Hey, you better hang that up before they fire you.
Yeah, because they may have a rerun and do it again, and they'll need it. Good heavens, Clara! You've let your eyebrows grow.
Appleby, you're fired. Now change your clothes and get out. You're through.
You mean that?
Yes.
Okay. Show you there's no hard feelings. You put that on, I'll take you to lunch.
What's the matter with your little friend?
Oh, don't worry about him. He's always crying.
Yeah, but what's he crying for now?
Well, he's crying because I'm eating my cake here.
You eating your cake, but what about his cake?
His cake? Oh, yeah. He cried about that when I ate it, too.
Go home and surprise your mother. If this isn't a zebra, I'm in trouble.
Ralston, I've warned you 100 times, no dancing on duty.
No dancing.
You're fired!
No. That's the trouble with the police force, full of cops. Well, there's always the fire department. That'll keep me warm on cold nights until I get married.
You, Appleby, I get fired. Now get out! Must you put starch in your gloves?
Look at that. Must be another live show they're throwing off the network.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That guy must have Sandy Koufax's pitching army just threw me all the way to Las Vegas.
No, this is not Las Vegas. This machine is paying off.
Oh. Hey, Nipsey, what happened to your badge? Somebody picked your chest.
Yeah, I really have been disgraced, humiliated, stripped of all my authority. Oh. After giving 10 years of dedicated service, protector of the law, defender of the right, upholding the traditions of our democracy, and now thrown out, left stuck with 2 flat feet.
Ain't that a little dramatic for a comedy show?
You know I'm not on every week. I got to get it any way I can. Yeah, opportunity knocks, but it won't kick the door in. So I waste no time in the bullpen. I warm up right on the mound. Now, let's get back to the script. Where was I? Oh, here I am, left with 2 flat feet.
Too bad you don't have 3 flat feet. You stump them when I got a secret.
Well, here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
I might say we're temporarily without financial recourse.
Oh?
I might even say that we are pecuniarily embarrassed. I might say that we are
starved.
Yeah, that's about the right word.
That's the word, yeah.
But cheer up. After all, this is Hollywood.
Yeah.
Anything could happen. We might get discovered, like Lana Turner was in the drugstore.
Oh, yeah, but I ain't going to put on a sweater just for that.
I'd have a little trouble passing the physical myself.
Hey, look, Kabish here. I've got an idea. They're hot on teams now. You know,
yes?
Teams. 2-man teams. Now, there's the Smothers Brothers.
Smothers Brothers.
Jackie Gleason.
Jackie Gleason? He's a team?
He's a whole network.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. Comedy is the thing this season. Look at the laughs that redhead gets.
Well, the one that goes do-do-do-do-do-do.
No, Lucille Ball.
Yeah. Well, if this was the good old days like in the movies, you know, then a talent scout would walk right out here and he'd say, "You boys are great.
And you're cheap.
And you're hired. I'm hiring you," he'd say. "I'm hiring you."
Oh, it's you again. Will you get out of here, you bum?
Oh, boy, it's a good thing I had my mouth closer to kick me right through it.
I guess that's our cue. We'll do a few bars of I get a kick out of you.
Here, Jim, just because I'm president of the XYZ television network doesn't mean I'm always right.
Well, I agree with you, Dad. XYZ, either that's a new network or ABC has slipped.
Say, gentlemen.
Yes?
Would you like to audition a new act?
To audition a new act? Well, is your act any good?
No, it's lousy, but it'll make the commercials look better.
What do you think, Daddy?
You know, the only way I'd watch their act would be if I was handcuffed.
Oh, that gives me an idea. Here.
What are you doing?
Here, you're right
What is
here.
it? You're handcuffing me?
Don't rush us. Don't rush us. We've got a little surprise for you right there. There it is. How do you like that?
Listen here, you.
What?
You crummy, low-down, repulsive, no-good bum. How dare you have the audacity to do a thing like this?
Isn't that nice? It sounds like Mother's Day on the Joe Pine Show.
Gentlemen, do you have any second request? I know what your first one is.
Well, you see, TV is full of people performers. What we're looking for today is some animal acts.
You are in luck.
I am?
We would like to present to you our version of that famous animal show, Hickory Dickory Doctory.
Well, why the Hickory Dickory?
Because we're close to the dock.
What are you doing now?
Those jungle drums, they're driving me crazy. And do you know why?
Why?
Because they're not playing them, and I dig jungle drums. Have you seen my pet, my little pet monkey, Judy?
Who?
Judy, you could fire me for this, but I smell giraffe milk on your breath. How do you milk a giraffe? One thing about that giraffe milk, it starts things jumping, huh?
A match?
Don't like that thing. That's psychedelic. I smoked one of those and I saw Governor Wallace's mother-in-law running for sheriff.
What's the matter with him? He's going mad! Get out of here! Get out of here! You think over mine? How dare you, sir? The very idea!
What's wrong with him?
There they go, the defiant ones. Well, I guess we bombed out.
Yeah.
First time I ever saw a chimp lay an egg.
No.
But let's face it, we're not really a team.
No.
Now people would laugh at us.
You got it.
I didn't know it was catching.
Look, the two of us, between the two, we've got enough old jokes that we can become a team with.
Yeah,
we'll
what
make
joke?
people laugh with jokes.
I could tell the story about the little porcupine who backed into a cactus plant and said, "Holy mackerel, is that you, Mama?"
Or the nearsighted turtle that fell in love with the army helmet.
Or the little dog that sat on the sandpaper and said, "Ruff, ruff."
Or the girl that stole her mother's corset but didn't have guts enough to wear it.
Or the farmer that crossed the cow with a kangaroo and got his own milkshake.
That's a pretty good one. Let's leave him with that.
Charlie. Boy, oh boy, what rotten luck. We've been hunting since dawn and we haven't even seen a duck.
Well, maybe if the ducks realized that we were executives of a television network, they'd show up.
Yeah, well, don't point that thing at me, will you?
Sorry, Daddy.
At least we got rid of those would-be television hands who've been annoying us. Come on, let's see if I can call a duck here now. If we can finally get one after waiting all this time.
Look, Daddy, it's a duck, it's a duck, it's a duck.
Oh.
Look.
Oh, shh. Not so loud, you might scare him away.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You just shot a garter snake, and now his socks are dragging.
This is no place to come for auditions. We came here to shoot ducks.
Oh, would-be comedians.
Yes.
Speaking of comedians, Mr. Gallagher,
Yes, Mr. Sheen.
if dogs have puppies and cows have calves, what do elks have?
I give up. What do elks have?
Conventions.
I
Conventions. Did you hear that? Elks.
Happened.
That I don't understand. He fell over there and the water come up here.
Hey, your son is in water up to his ankle.
Yeah, what's so bad about that?
Well, he fell in head first.
He did? Well, don't stand there. He's drowning.
Well, before he goes down for the third time, I'd like to tell you something. A funny thing happened to me on the way to the duck hunt. I was with the Duke, and so we had a Duke dinner.
You mean a duck dinner?
No, the Duke forgot the duck.
Look at him.
Really, I've had it, and you're gonna get it.
What? What are you doing here?
Speaking of water, I met my wife in front of a washing machine.
I bet her nightgown went around to your pajamas before you did.
And if you take one more of my lines, there'll be troops and pickets in front of this building tomorrow.
What happened?
Unless a duck has 4 legs and flappy ears, you shot one of your dogs.
Oh, no. Well, where did we shoot him?
Well, let's put it this way. What he used to be wagging, he's now dragging.
I think we're getting to it.
I think so, too. And speaking of acting,
Yes?
Who was speaking of acting?
I was just now.
Oh, it was you, I heard.
Yeah. I paid $200 for an acting course. I have been taken for Gregory Peck.
And you have also been taken for $200.
If you don't like the jokes, just say so. None of that.
Oh, go away! What? We are trying to attract a duck.
If you don't have webbed feet, you don't have a chance.
You know, web feet.
Hey, looks like you got a Jersey cow.
How do you know it's a Jersey cow?
I see his license plate.
When you two would be comedians, get out of here!
No, you haven't heard our song yet.
Song?
Grab your coat and grab your hat.
'Cause your husband's in the doorway.
How do you like that. The duck heard our jokes and committed suicide. Come on, boy.
Let's get it.
What do you mean, let's get him?
Oh, I'm with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I would like for you to meet our guest star. He's a very dear friend of mine. I believe one of the most talented, most versatile performers we have in our wonderful business today, Mr. Nipsey Russell.
I've been listening to you, Red.
You have?
And it's spring, and I have a poem of my love life.
Your poem.
I met a girl who was a rage. She looked like a page from a glamorous magazine. She said, for me, a man must be rich, handsome, and clean. All men are brothers under the skin. I said, of this there is no doubt. She said, go back under the skin, my friend, and send your brother out.
Do another one.
All right, for April 15th.
April 15th.
Internal Revenue is calling. They say, let's face the facts. If you didn't have the income, you wouldn't owe the tax. You cannot take it with you. Well, this much we all know. But they won't let us keep enough to last until we go.
You know,
I can't understand the women of today with lipstick, eye pencil, and colored hairspray, girdled and padded in every kind of way, yet they'll laugh at a man if he wears a toupee.
Hey, you got some more? Do you want to paint me on the drop back?
I don't want to be a sensation. I just want to be a success.
You know, it's been a long time since we've worked together.
Yes, it has.
Let me ask you something. Do you ever watch the show?
Oh, I watch the show every week.
You do?
And I'm always fascinated by the stories you tell about little kids.
Oh, you like
You know, television influences the thinking of young people so much that it even alters the way in which they say their prayers.
How?
Well, you know, children used to say, bless Mommy, bless Poppy, there's a little baby brother coming, for which we thank you, dear Lord. And Grandmama is sick. She has trouble in her heart. Please make her well. No more.
No?
No, Mom and Dad are A-OK. A little squealer is on the way. Grandma's computer system in doubt. Stand by to rescue. Over and out.
Yeah, I like that.
I like to.
Hey, let me ask you one thing. Now, all the shows you've ever been on, when they've interviewed you and things, they've never asked this question. Where did you ever get a first name like Nipsey?
Well, you see, Red, my mother wanted to call me Melvin, but that was a little too Hawaiian.
Yeah, I see. Well, why Nipsey?
Well, you see, my father got a little tipsy. He went to see a gypsy. He said, this kid is flipsy. I think we'll call him Nipsey.
Where were you born?
Where else? Poughkeepsie. How about you, Red?
I give you a poem, too. I was born in Indiana under the grand piano.
And when you were born, they said?
Look at that. Let's call it red. I guess my poetry leaves something to be desired, huh?
Well, let's put it like this, Red. If bad poetry was religion, you'd have the front seat in heaven. It leaves something, I don't know if it's to be desired or not.
Oh, I see. You know,
I had a feeling that when I came on the show, you dance or let me dance. You know, I always do
well,
that.
yeah, but I don't dance like I used to.
You can do
I
all...
can't do this modern stuff.
Oh, yes, you can.
No.
It all starts with trucking.
Trucking, well, that's pretty dangerous. Look what happened to Jimmy Hoffa.
No. I'm talking about Fats Wallace trucking.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
trucking like this. You remember
yeah,
trucking, how it went
sure.
like this? Now, see how I'm trucking? Now, if I just kind of truck both ways, it would be like the skate.
Oh, is that,
See?
that's what they're
sure.
doing now?
And you remember the old Charleston.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the Charleston? He, ha, ha. Now, if we did the Charleston in one spot, it would be like the mashed potatoes.
Is that what that
That's
is?
what
I
that
got
is.
muscles like that.
We had a step called the Bobo. Went like this.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? Now, if we bend a little, it'll be the Uncle Willie.
Oh, I see.
That's the Uncle Willie. I guess you'll never forget the old shim, sham, shimmy from
Oh, yeah,
vaudeville
yeah,
days. Shim, sham. Now, put your hands up like this.
Yeah.
Shake your head a little.
Yeah.
And that's the boogaloo.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I thought I was having a stroke.
No. Now, if you put them all together, what would you have?
I'd have a backache.
No.
Here, I'll show you some dance
Go
steps.
ahead.
Here's the Billy Graham.
The Billy Graham. You're dancing on your heels.
That's to save souls. Here's one for you, the elevator dance.
The elevator dance.
Yeah, no steps.
No.
Hey, you know, years ago in vaudeville, we were the two fastest dancers they had on the stage.
The best.
We used to have a competition every show, and we'd see who could dance the fastest.
I still think I can beat you.
I can beat you. They'll start the music, and when you want us to start, you yell, go! All right, here we go.
And now, The Silent Spot, starring Red Skelton. Tonight, Red gets involved with a magician's wife who has a cricket in her wall. Here he is again, Red Skelton.
Ladies and gentlemen, our sponsors and staff realize that product and entertainment must serve to bring happiness into the home. If during this past hour we've given you but 1 second of pleasure, then our intent toward that happiness has been fulfilled. Good night for now, and may God bless. Good night.
Time to duck now and let you go. It was dear of you to stay. Please come back for another show, which is just a week away. So goodbye until the moment when we'll see you all again. To our friends near and far, very well, au revoir.
This is Art Gilmore speaking.